What's up, my Pugnanos? Andy with Tech Influence here, excited to go over the Insta360 Flow Pro. This is the newest version of their stabilizer gimbal for your iPhone, for your Android. It's a great tool to be able to use to make content, and they've leveled up the game here, including adding a few accessories that are gonna make your life a little bit easier when using this. What's cool about this gimbal is it's got a number of different features built into the app that you can use that is Bluetooth enabled when you connect it to the device. You have AI features, including AI editing, as well as some of these really cool stunts that you can do that we'll be showing off. With that said, the folks at Insta360 did not provide this to me complimentary. I did purchase this with my own money, but this video is sponsored from our channel sponsor, Private Internet Access. If you want to protect your digital footprint, privacy, your data, all that good stuff, a little bit more on that at the end of the video. With that said, I've already opened it, unboxed this. Let's go ahead and show you all the different features here and see if this is something that you're interested in. This year, they have two different styles. They basically have the Flow and the Flow Pro. The Flow seems like it's the exact same thing as last year, which I have a separate video on, but the Flow Pro is gonna give you more AI features. It's gonna have a longer battery life, as well as other features that are cool. You can go ahead and have them print this little inlay. This is Tech Influence, which I thought was fun, but it is kind of expensive as well. I bought the Creator Kit, which comes with this grip, as well as the light. And then it even comes with this nice MagSafe grip. So if you wanted to have a phone case or just have the phone itself, you could do that. Otherwise, using the C-clamp grip is probably what I recommend rather than using the magnets. Operation makes it super easy. You kind of just twist it off, it activates, and then you can place your phone on there. You want to align the hook with the back of the adapter. It's gonna snap right into place, and it's gonna give you a pretty decent grip. From there, you can go ahead and turn it on, and now we're ready to shoot your TikTok, to go do a short or a reel, how you like it. Now, the one thing about this is it's not super strong. As you can see, it does come off, and it is a little bit tricky getting it. It is a little bit tricky, so make sure that you're using two hands when you place it on there if you wanted to attach the MagSafe grip on there. I'm going to avoid it and take off the case because the case does add extra to the payload, and this does have a restriction on how heavy your phone is. What's cool about the bottom here is they have an improved extension. So if you wanted, it gives you a little bit longer of a grip, and then it extends even more, giving you this tripod that you can set down on a surface to give you more stabilization. But if you wanted, you can actually get this brand new Insta360 tripod extender, which fits any 1/4-inch mount. It's easy to place on here. So if you wanted extra length, extra extension, you can go ahead and place this on here, and it actually extends as well, giving you additional protection and stabilization if you're having this stand on surfaces for long extended periods of time. My favorite feature about this is the selfie mode. You can actually extend this up to about a foot. As you can see, you can extend it out as a selfie cam if you wanted to make content that way. So it gives you some separation from the camera. I really like that feature here. Being able to have that Pocket camera, extending it all the way and completely will get you the maximum distance away from the phone, making it look like it's a hands-free floating camera kind of an option. Okay, now we got to set up ProRes log. Let's go ahead and switch over to the iPhone and shoot ProRes log. 4K 60, slow down to 30 frames a second to give you that slow-mo. Pretty fun. Let's now show off some of the features here in the app. Lots of different features. You can do pano, photo is pretty easy. You do have a gesture photo if you want. regular video, time lapse. Time lapse is pretty easy. You can set it up 4K, and then you just set up the timing, auto, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk around the room. You can change it to the different recording lengths if you wanna have it. If you wanna have it actually move right to left, you can do the time lapse like that, which is pretty cool if you wanted to get something like it's showing there on the screen. Time shift is something that I did. I changed it to 4K. You can opt into 3 of the different cameras, which is really nice. They do a great job here. And then you just walk with it basically. We'll show you what that video looks like. Slow-mo, I'm not gonna harp so much on slow-mo as much as you're able to use all 3 lenses, which is pretty cool, which I really like. Dolly zoom is pretty cool. You just go ahead and point to zoom, and then you have to either hit record, and then you move forward or back depending on which direction you're interested in. I'll show you what I ended up doing. Widescreen mode is pretty fun. My favorite view here is turning on sport mode, and I did S1. You have all these different options here to be able to choose to give you that cool different shot. Otherwise, you can just hit reset or have nothing on there. This widescreen cinematic mode is kind of cool. Gives you that really wide angle. There we go. Pretty cool. I like this, being able to get a really wide angle shot all the way around. If you want, you can go ahead and toggle an object. I'm on pan follow, and now it's going to follow by just walking around it here without me having to do anything really. You can have the wheel moving up and down, and that can change manual or zoom. You can see now it's now zooming in pretty slowly how you want it. Okay, right now we're gonna do the pano picture. It's pretty cool. You just hit record on the button and it will prepare. And now we're gonna stand right here, and you can see that it's going into each quadrant. I'm going to hold my peace sign up as it's doing it. It's going, it's a 3x5, so it's gonna take 5 across, 3 up. And it's pretty cool how it does its own thing. It's all built into the app. Now it's done. There's us videoing it. You can see a really clean panoramic video. This has a hoop mode. We've got a half court in our backyard. You have to align the hoop. I like to put it in the corner so you can get most of the angle here, and we'll watch the kids goof around. It follows them, which is pretty fun. The entirety of it as he shoots and misses. And it follows the ball, which is pretty cool. Oh, he got that highlight. That's pretty cool. Let's show off all the highlights now that it gets. Are you fouling?
It's my ball, John.
Yo, 1 highlight. It's actually pretty good at...
Does it like follow us?
Yeah, it's following you. I don't fouling.
What the phantasm?
Ooh, highlight 1.
Oh, you're right.
It knows when it goes in. Oh, that was a highlight. It caught. Come on. Get the highlight. Yo! It misses. And it follows the ball, which is pretty cool. Oh, he got that highlight. That's pretty cool. Okay, it's recording. Is that in? Privacy and security is integral to my daily life. I actually work as a compliance officer, so having a VPN is super important to my day-to-day activities. A virtual private network, or VPN, is a great way to hide your IP address and safeguard your internet connection through encrypted tunnel. This way it shields your digital life from the eyes of those who are looking to exploit your private information. Private internet access servers is located in 91 different locations, by giving you the option to change your IP address or to choose from all 50 states, allowing you to gain access to websites and services that are not available in those locations. One private internet access subscription covers an unlimited amount of devices. This includes Windows, Mac OS, Android, iOS, and even consoles. Use my link down below in the description, piavpn.com/techinfluence, to get yourself 83% off a 2-year subscription plus 4 months extra free. Private Internet Access is my go-to here, and I recommend that you check them out as well. Thanks Private Internet Access for sponsoring this video. So this is my favorite feature of the Flow Pro for Insta360. What's really cool is you've got it toggled on now. Now it's gonna follow my face, which is really, really cool. I have the auto zoom feature on. I've got the active flow, which is supposed to be able to move much faster if it's on a tripod, especially if you're doing sports and whatnot. You can actually connect a lavalier and mic yourself up with it connected to your iPhone, and it'll track me. As you see, it's moving with me as I move around the entirety of my studio here. Now just to show you what the active zoom does, as I get closer to it, you can see that it zooms out and uses all 3 different lenses in tandem, which I think is really slick. As we move back to the edge of my studio, it'll start zooming into my face and it'll start using that 5x tele. What's cool also about the Flow Pro is it also has the 360, it's got the 360 continuous rotation, and so I can go all the way around my room. It can follow me as I'm moving about my space, and I think this is really nice. The only thing is you gotta make sure that your face is in shot. If you turn your face, it's gonna be hard for it to follow you or track you. As we move about the rest of my studio, you can see that it's still zooming into my face and adjusting accordingly. As I bend down, it's going to lean down as well. As I stand up, it's going to adjust as well. I think that's really cool. Coming out over to this side, what's cool as well is you can go behind an object and it can still follow you and track me, which is pretty nice. I'm backing up here to the very edge of my studio, and you can see how it's zooming on my face and moving as well. I think that's really cool. With that said, I think this is a really cool feature and one that should definitely be considered when you're making content.